Back with another video for you today. Today I'm reviewing a fragrance for you from a house called Pantheon Roma. The fragrance is called Il Giardino, this one right here. Pantheon Roma is a fragrance house I discovered 3 years ago in a perfume shop called Embassy Niche Perfumery in Lisbon, Portugal. And then I was very curious about the brand until last year I met up with Leone, one of the owners of Pantheon Roma, and we went through the whole entire collection on camera. That video just is launching today after this video, so you can catch both videos to learn all about Pantheon Roma. So today, as I said, I'm reviewing Il Giardino, and you're also going to have a chance at winning one full bottle of Il Giardino if you are a subscriber of my channel from the USA or the European Union. So if you want to find out about Il Giardino, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So yeah, I've been curious about Pantheon Roma, and I'm glad I got to meet Leone, who also represents Perfume Roma. So if you've been watching my videos, you probably saw him in a previous video that I did at the Perfume Roma flagship store. But today it's all about Pantheon Roma, and of course if you ever go to Rome, you'll know where the Pantheon is, in the center of the city, and that's what the brand is named after. But as I said, I discovered the brand back in on my trip to Lisbon at Embassy Niche Perfumery, and so I was very curious because they have a lot of gourmands in their collection. Not necessarily a lot. There's 2 or 3 that are really yummy fragrances, and you'll learn about them in the other video that you'll see today. But this is all about Il Giardino, the garden. This is a 2013 launch. It's a woody aromatic or fruity woody aromatic fragrance, and the concentration is Extrait de Parfum. This is a 50 ml bottle. It also comes in a 100 ml bottle. But with this one you have notes of ivy, lichens, woody notes, and floral bouquet. So not a lot going on in the notes, but with these 4 notes that are credited, you will experience so many different facets of the fragrance. It's a very unique fragrance, and it's a fruity one, as I said, but there's no mention of any fruity notes here, as you can see. The fragrance is inspired by that garden, Il Giardino, that's in Rome. And it's a hidden garden, and it's covered with ivy, and so the fragrance starts off with this green pungent ivy note, which I don't see ivy popping up in fragrances quite frequently, but when it does, I really do like that ivy note. But this is not about ivy. This to me is fruity, and I'll get to what that fruity note is. Along the way you get woody experiences, you get the lichens, and lots of floral touches. Now, to me, the floral notes come off very fresh, not necessarily notes that you can pinpoint. What I get with this one are lilies, magnolia, those kind of floral notes that are not so distinguishable and not so floral heavy. So they're kind of on the lighter side. Now, once you have the entire connection of all the notes that I've explained with that floral bouquet, here's where the fruity note comes in, and what you experience with this one are pears. Very delicious pears. And I always say this in my videos, pears are not so distinguishable, they're not so standout fruity notes. Compared to apples, pears don't stand out as much. Compared to other fruity notes, they're just kind of like, very kind of like minimalistic. So for example, if you compare a magnolia flower to a tuberose, magnolias don't stand out, and this is the same thing with pears compared to, let's say, apples. Apples really stand out with their smell, pears do not. But here you have amped up pear smell, and it's absolutely delicious, and I'm actually thinking twice about enjoying pear as a note in fragrances, and Il Giardino is the one that's actually got me really interested in you know, checking out more pear fragrances and experiencing them, because as I said, pears just don't stand out as a smell. But here, since this is such a concentrated fragrance, you get to smell lots of pears with that beautiful floral bouquet. Again, the floral bouquet, they're flowers, but they're not necessarily like in-your-face flowers. I'm assuming there's things like magnolia, as I said, or other similar lily, water lily, perhaps even something like jasmine. But it's not very standout, because what really stands out here are the pears. Again, there's the ivy running through the entire fragrance, and it's very woody, but it's fruity woody at the same time. It's considered a woody aromatic. It's just very interesting that there's no credit of fruity touches or pears in the notes from the Pantheon Roma website, but you get the pear accord. It's really delicious. Now, the pear accord might remind you a little bit of apples as well, but for me it's full-on pears. There's hints of apples in there. There's also like a very watery effect running through the fragrance, and it's juicy. It's like ultra juicy with the pears, and it's absolutely delicious. This, as I said, sparked my interest in smelling pears in fragrances, and I'm obsessed with the smell all of a sudden. And it's just very unique the way that happens with things. You go and say you don't like a certain note. Like for me, the pear note, I wasn't that into it, but now I'm very curious to see what other fragrances are out there that smells like pears, because this one is absolutely delicious. You've got to check it out. So this is a woody green fragrance with fruity touches. Very woody, because it dries down to a woody base. You still pick up the pears, you still pick up some underlying green touches through there, and there's also those floral touches, but it's just all about pears. If you like pears, you got to try Il Giardino. It's delicious. Anyway, guys, do you know Pantheon Roma? Are you familiar with this house? They don't currently sell in the States, I believe, at physical stores, but you can buy fragrances from their website. You might want to check it out. And also, if you like gourmands, check out their gourmand fragrances, because they're absolutely delicious. All the fragrances from the house are pretty intense experiences because they are Extrait de Parfum concentration, so they last a long time. And this one just absolutely amazing on my skin. When it's really warm and humid out, oh my god, the fragrance shines out of this world. Anyway, this is Il Giardino from Pantheon Roma. Let me know if you've tried this fragrance. We do have a full bottle to give away, as I said, to USA and European Union subscribers of this channel. Please put a comment down. Let me know what your favorite fragrance that features pears are. And if you don't have a favorite fragrance that has pears in the notes, let me know what your favorite fruity fragrance is. Also, let me know what you liked about this review, and please put your country so that we can qualify you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button also. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching this review video for Il Giardino by Pantheon Roma. Please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.